guys, and welcome to part 3 on how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Now in this part we're going to be completing the laterals. And what I mean by the laterals, I mean those 4 middle layer edges. We need to be actually solving them. So yeah, let's start with that. So the way you solve these pieces is first you look on the top for an edge piece that doesn't contain a yellow on it. For example, this one doesn't contain a yellow on it. Now these 3 contain yellow on them, so you don't want to touch them. Okay? Now, the edge contains a color on top and a color on front. Now you want to look on the color on front for now. Okay? You want to align this with its center. Okay? Now, as I mentioned in part 1 in the basics, that each edge piece needs to be placed between its own centers. You need to remember that. Okay, so after aligning that, you need to look on the color on top. In my case, it's red. Okay? Okay. And now starting from now, guys, you need to make sure the side that you started with, which in my case is the white, needs to be always your downside. You don't want to lift this up. It might confuse you. So you need to make sure it's your downside. Okay, so you look on the color on top, see where it needs to go, because this is the green red, so it needs to go here between the green and red, and that is on the left. So you need to move this place away from where it needs to go, like this. So it needs to go to the left, we move it to the right. Now, while still facing the green, which was our front, still facing its own center, you need to make sure you're facing its own center. Now what you want to do now is lift the red towards the green while facing the green. So the red will be lifted towards the green. And the way you could tell is simply like this. The color on top will be lifted towards the color on front. Okay, so the color on top here is the red, will be lifted towards the green. Okay, so lift it like this towards the green, and you'll notice that this type of lifting is the left type. So you're going to simply make like this. Now again, in order not to get confused, the left type is left counterclockwise, up counterclockwise, and left clockwise. Yeah, so that's the first step into placing this edge piece. Now you will notice that we actually damaged one corner here. Okay, now you're going to place it like the normal way you're used to. Align it diagonally, perform the algorithm that corresponds with the type. In my case, this is the right, so R, U, R prime. And you'll notice that the edge piece has been placed properly. Okay? Okay, so after we've placed this piece, we need to look on the top layer for another piece that doesn't contain yellow. Okay? This one, it's blue-orange. We look at the color on front. We align it with its center. We look on top. This is blue. Blue needs to go on the right this case, so we move this one to the opposite of where it needs to go. And while still facing the orange, we're going to lift the top color towards the front. The top is here, so we're going to lift it towards the front, which is orange. We're going to lift the blue towards the orange. The blue lifted towards the orange. And this is our right type, so right clockwise, which is what I did, and then top clockwise, and then right counterclockwise. And then you could just place this corner like you're used to. Align it diagonally. This is a left type. L prime, U prime, L. The edge piece has been placed. Okay. Alright. Now there's another edge piece. It's already aligned. The blue needs to go to the left. Move it to the right. Lift the blue towards the red. This is a left type, so L prime, U prime, L. Then align the corner back. Just place it normally. This is a right type, so R, U, R prime, like this. Okay? And the last piece is over there. By the way, there are 2 cases that might come. This is just the first case. The second case I'm going to tell. If you actually find no edges that don't contain yellow on them, so all the edges have yellow on them, however still there's one edge or more that are not solved, That's the second case. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that after placing this edge piece. So orange green needs to go to the left, move it to the right, lift the green towards the orange. This is a left type, so L prime, U prime, L, place back the corner. It has been placed. Okay, so the two bottom layers have been completed, the laterals have been completed. However, let's just go into the other case I told you about. Okay, so the other case is okay, so let me try and get that case. I'm going to pause until I get it. Okay, so here I got it. Now if you looked on top, you'll find all of them contain yellow in them or on them. Okay, so at this point you want to look in the middle layer until you find the edge that you want to place. Most likely it's going to be just needing to be flipped, or sometimes it's not, it's just placed in the middle layer but not, it's just away from its own center. This one is placed between its own center, but it needs to be flipped. So just to recap, you're going to look at in the middle layer for the edge that is not placed properly, and what you're going to do is put this edge on top so that you could place it back normally like I told you. So to put this on top, you're going just to either face it like this or like this. It depends. If you're going to face it like this, then you're going to make the right type algorithm, and this is the left type. I'm going to make the right type R, U, R prime, place back the corner because it's messed up, L prime, U prime, L. Still the edge is not placed, just place this edge on top so that we could place it now. Alright, now we could just simply place it. We're going to align the orange with the orange, like this. The blue needs to go on the right, we move it to the left, while still facing the orange, we lift the blue towards the orange, like this. This is our right type, so right clockwise, up clockwise, right counterclockwise. Place back the corner that you messed up, left counterclockwise, up counterclockwise, and left clockwise. And what that did is it just placed the edge piece in its proper position. Okay? So by doing that, you should see you're actually having a complete white face, a complete first layer, a complete second layer. Okay? To recap again, you first look on top to see if an edge doesn't contain yellow on it. You just align it with its center. You look on the color on top, see where it needs to go, move it away from where it needs to go. Then while still facing the color that you just aligned with its center, you don't want to face the edge, face the face itself of that front color. And then lift the other color towards that color. So you want to lift the top color towards the front color, like this, and then make the algorithm that depends on your type, then place back the corner. Okay? So I'm going to make one more time just to remind you guys. One more and last time. So again, this is the last time. This is an edge that doesn't contain yellow on it. Align it. Orange needs to go here. Move it away, and while still facing the green, you want to lift the orange towards the green. Not necessarily the orange, I mean the color that was on top of the edge. You want to lift its face towards the color, towards the face of the color that was in front. Okay, that might be a little confusing. So the color that was in front was green, so its face is here. Okay, you want to lift the face of the color that was on top towards the face of the color that was in front. That might be a little nonsensical, but I hope you get it, guys. So you want to lift this like this. This is a right type, so right, up, right prime, then place back the corner. Okay? And if it was already on bottom, first you need to place it up, so I'm going to do this for the last time. All of the edges now contain yellow on them. You look at the middle layer until you find the one you need to place. Now you either make it with the right type or the left type. I'm going to make it with the right. R, U, R prime, then place back your messed up corner. Now that just placed the edge on top so that it can be easily placed back the way you know it. Okay? Now you're going to normally align it, look on top, move it away from it where it needs to go, lift the top face towards the front face, and perform the algorithm that corresponds with the type. Okay? That's it. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you like the video, guys, please share it, subscribe, and more importantly, if you have any question, leave it in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Next time we're gonna be simply completing the third layer. Of course, that will be divided into 4 parts, I guess. Yeah, 4 parts, because it's a little bit long. First part is the EOLL. We're going to orient the edges. E means edge, orientation, last layer. EOLL. Then COLL, corner, orientation, last layer. Then CPLL, corner, permutation, last layer. And then EPLL. And we're going to solve the key. Okay, guys. See you guys next time.